Hi. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. We made it through it, right? Well, almost. It is 7:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Hi, I'm Brenda Sellers, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Thanks for joining me tonight. We are on day number 8. There was a strategic reason why I did the 12 days of crafting Advent calendar starting on December 1st. It helps me keep track of how many days we're on. So anyway, we're on day number 8. That kit is still available if you're interested. Also, to let you know, the paper pumpkin is still having their sale through tomorrow. So if you want discounts on the cost of the paper pumpkin, do it now with your favorite demonstrator. All right. Hey, how are you? So let me share my downward facing camera and we'll get started because that's really why you're here, right? Pull over the stamp set while I'm pushing buttons. Share. All right. So it comes with this stamp set. They are actually this size. I still have a lot of them on blocks because we're still playing. All right. And then this is the other fun part of it. Let's open it up and do a little bit of a review. Day number 1 was dies. 2 is paper, designer series. 3 is gems. 4 is ephemera. 5 is stencils. 6 was puffy stickers. 7 was some of my favorite dies. So now number 8. Ooh, it's a small door. What's behind that door? Come on. Ooh, I think I know. Come on, don't tear the pretty box. We got some twine. Woohoo! So probably some Pretty in Pink and Misty Moonlight. We've finally got some twine to play with. All right. So all of these little guys come off. Oh, let me keep them in kind of semblance of order. And we'll probably use those. 5, 6, 7. Today's number 8. It's getting a little bit lighter because it's all in my hand. All right. So, yay. Finally some twine or ribbon or something. Okay. Because you know my rule when I started was to use only cardstock and what was included behind that door or any of the doors to now. So let's play and have some more fun. Our paper trimmer You need to stand up over here so you're out of the way. Our basic white thick, we are going to score at 4 1/4. And cut at 5 1/2. I also decided to do 2 cards each night because when you cut an 8 1/2 by 11, you get 2 card fronts. So now we have some ribbon to play with. Woo-hoo! I'm totally stoked. Oh, I forgot to show you the cards leading up to now. Here, we'll just go backwards. This was last night. 7, 6, 5, 4. That was those little guys. 3 was these little guys. 2 is the paper. And 1, just the stamps and the dies. All righty. So let's see what we come up with tonight. I'm going to play with some more paper, the designer series. Let's do that piece. And, oh, let's use one we haven't used. Let's see if we've got one that we haven't used. We've used that one. We have not used that one yet. Only one of those left we've used. Used both of those. Did that one. We played with that one. Yes, yes. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do those 2. That one's really subtle. I think I know what we're going to do. This is going to be, let's do Misty Moonlight. Actually, let's do, see how big this piece is. Night of Navy. 5 1/4. Nice. So 5. Cuts off too much of that. So let's do 1/2 inch. Let's do this one at 3 3/4. 5. And this piece is going to be 5. Nice. Got a nice little collection of pieces and parts over there. All right, so now let's do some die cutting. And we're going to do some of my favorites, new favorites. Takes too much of it. We're going to do that one and this little stitching and these two again. All right, so okay. Let's focus on this one first, Brenda. Pay attention. So we're going to do that piece and a piece of white. Let's see if I have a smaller piece. We're good. All right, die cut machine. Oh, cool. I do too love this paper. I'm having fun with this kit. It's like the stencils, didn't want to stop, but I made myself stop because I had to go to bed. So I can't wait to play with those again. I always put square or rectangle dies in at an angle so that it doesn't have such a thump getting over it to start rolling. All right, let's do this cut. Gonna be a little bitty sentiment on that one for sure. All right, let's do our first card. Which little bitty sentiment will fit? Let's see. Love you is too big. Proud of you is too big. Healing hugs is too big. Well, that one's too big. Nope, it can go on at an angle. Looks like it's going to be an angle. Yeah, that was too big even at an angle. Definitely too large. Too big. All right. It'll be this one at an angle, and we're going to use Night of Navy. And because I used it last night, it got put back where it belonged. It fit. Yay. Okay. So happy it did. So let's get some of our twine. Do I want to put it around that or? All right, should the twine go around these layers after I put them together or after that or on that and then that on top of it? What do you think? think we'll see more if we put it on that. But let me see what your thoughts are. I'll give you till I get some out. Let's go ahead and pull this other one out of here too. We'll play with that color too. Find the end. So you got a little bit more time. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I'm going to layer these guys like this. So let's put some adhesive on them. Helps if the end is not on, covered up. Hope you go. That is so funny. Donna says we must be on the same wavelength. I made a similar card for tonight's video that I recorded. I used the stencils and made my own designer series paper on basic white and used a strip of the blue on a 2-inch flap. That's so cool. I mean, there's so many layouts that you can do. Let's put these guys together while we've got the adhesive in our hand. I love these dies. It just makes me think of a large puzzle, but also like an expanded or blown up, not blown up, but expanded postage stamp. All right, that's right in front of my face. We're going to wrap it like 3 times. Let's see. 1. I think I usually do this with my other hand. This feels awkward. Why did I do it that way? I tend to leave it on the spool while I tie my bow. I'm going to put my bow on this side. Baker's twine is kind of thin, so it's, for me, not the easiest to tie, but tie it does. And now I'm going to separate these little guys a little bit. Come on, I know you're friends, but let's separate. Get some space there. And then let's fold our card. Remember the little trick I showed you on yesterday's video? If you want to make sure that your back and your front are exactly where they need to be, you can butt it up against this side of your paper trimmer and the top. Push this, like, gonna hold it. Push that in. Hold him in place. Grab your bone folder, tip down, rock it back, and squish. Want to see that again? While we got the paper trimmer over here, up against this side flush, against the top flush. Hold it in place. And then you're going to squish the top over to it again. Tip down first, rock it back, squish. That will help you line up those fronts and backs perfectly every time. Sometimes when I do it, even though I've scored it, I still get a little bit of a overhang, and I don't like overhangs. Unless it's raining and I'm riding horses and I need a rock overhang to keep me dry. That's the only time I like an overhang. I can use that as a good little trivia question for my team. Have you watched one of my videos? And what is the only time I like an overhang? That might be a good plan. Isn't that pretty? All right, dimensionals. Distracted a little bit, sorry. By my own ingenuity. Perfect. All right, it needs a little bit of bling. So far, the only bling we have in the kit is this gold stuff. So we're gonna put it to the top and we'll do the next card and then we'll put bling on. All right, so we decided we're gonna do our sentiment in that. Let's cut that so we can save the next piece for the next one. And card. All right, we need a piece of something, something. We're going to grab another piece of designer series paper too. All right, we're not using that whole strip if we're going to do it that way. We're gonna play and have some fun. All right, basic beige. I know I've got some of you. Oh, not a big enough sheet. Be right back. All right, we're gonna cut this at 5 1/4. Add that to our growing little pile over there. By 4. And then we're just going to make the same kind of layers, except this one. I think I want to make it green. Let's do greeny, old olive. So 5 1/4. By 4. Sometimes you just lay things together and it's like, yeah, that's kind of dull. Let's give it some color. All right, that's 4 inches. We're gonna make it, nope, that's 3 3/4. So half of 3.75 is, it's not 2.5. Math. Ugh. Okay, so it'll be 1.5. Thereabouts. That's what we're going with. That's not half. That's okay. We're going to use that strip right there. And that is 5. Yep. Okay. That's what happens when you try to do math fast. I'll see you. Bye, Donna. Have a good night. We're going to put that one there. This one, oh, we're going to shave off a little bit more on the top. Let's do 4 3/4. Oh, let's give this some interesting. Let's give it some dimension. What other flowers are in that we haven't stamped with yet? Let's do this flower. Actually, let's do, because I don't see this flower. Can you see that? I don't see this one in the paper. I see some of these little guys. So let's do some of those little ones. It's going to take a minute, but let's do that. Lay him on the paper so he relaxes a little bit. Clean him off to get that silicone off of there. We've been using this piece as our scrap the whole time, so let's just keep it up. Old olive. Pretty. Even if they are green. So stamp off and stamp on in some random fashion. This also kind of helps make your own designer series paper kind of thing if you wanted to. Flat and on. Flat and on. Part of this is getting covered up, so that's why I'm not worried too much about right there, but I do want to make sure that I'm close to it. And here. All right, let's not get carried away. Okay, we're good. I may keep that for the sentiment. Let's just do the sentiment now. Nice. Now I have to use my little Post-it note thingy so that I get that in the right spot. That'll be okay. We can do that. Finish our card front first. Adhesive. So it's the very same layout. 2 different die cuts on the front. All right. Oh, let's go ahead and, nope. String first. I always start it over here, knowing that my bow is going to be on this side. That helps me have enough to tie it with. And then I'm going to wrap it 3 times. 1, 2, and come back around. Don't pull it super tight because you don't want to bow your paper. Hang on. Okay. Over the strings. On our card front. And now for, get a little piece of scrap. Here. That guy right there, because he doesn't need to be held down. He can wiggle on that piece of paper a little bit. And then line this one up where you want it. Now you got to stay on the paper. That's the stipulation. There we go. Almost time to replace those plates. What you think? Almost tossed the wrong piece. These are more the size of a postage stamp. They're still big, but dimensionals. One more. Oh, they're gonna rock on that. Hang on. Gonna rock on the twine. Up, down. since I already had the backings off of him. Much better. Okay, bring this little guy back in. Let's put some bling. Come on, I need some more babies. There we go, some little ones. There we go. Glue. Let's go one up here. And up here. An extra little hand there. Oh, you got to turn over. Thank you. They have a flat side and a rounded side. You want to put the flat side down. Almost lost my other little spot of glue. All right, there's those. Let's get a larger one for the big puddle. That one needs a little bit of help. Little one. And another little one. All right. How about that? What do you think? Thank you for watching tonight. I appreciate it. Every like and subscribe and watch and chit chat with me as we're doing it. I try to remember to look up. I also know that everybody's time is valuable, and I'm trying to be cognizant of that. All right. Yay, fixed it. Seal those up or they'll wind up on the floor. All right. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed them. Let me stop the share. Thank you for watching tonight. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you didn't get to see the full thing, you can go back. And if you want to play a little game, you can let me know what I said about the only kind of overhang I enjoy. If you comment it and then email me with your answer too, with your address, I may just send you something fun. All right. Have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye for now.